So, Virgos. I'm seeing protection and resistance, and I'm thinking this is more like a self-protect, self-defense mechanism. I offer to you this. Be open to the changes that are happening in your lives. Be opening to expanding your mind and being open to new ideas, new people, new experiences, new ways of doing things. It can be hard for Virgos sometimes, but you're in self-protect mode, which can possibly create blockages in the abundance and the newness that's trying to flow into your lives, okay? All right, a lot of realization going on. And this isn't surprising just because many of us are starting new cycles. This could be a new way of looking at your situation, coming to the realization of, hey, the way I used to do things, it's not the best way for me now. Or, hey, that person who I thought was one way is now another. It's just whatever that realization could be, or it could be something down at your soul level that you are realizing that you don't have to live so guarded and so self-protected anymore. That this is a time for you to blossom and to bloom and to really open yourselves up to new people, new experiences, new work opportunities perhaps, or just really step into your truth and just realizing what your voice is and what your voice sounds like now based on what you've been through. Okay, so that's the theme for the week. So I'm going to do the oracle. I'm going to do some oracle cards, tarot cards for you. And this is the Osho Zen tarot deck. Let me move my giant, have a giant rose quartz that energizes my cards. So it's one of my favorite crystals. So let's get started. Virgo, what do we have in store for you right off the bat? Consciousness. This is the Ace of Clouds. It could be the Ace of Swords in the regular tarot deck. So you're being asked to expand your mind, expand your consciousness beyond limited thinking. Ooh, that literally popped. This is you. This is the Aloneness card. This is the Hermit card in the regular tarot deck. And this is the Virgo card. So you all literally came out in your reading. Sorry about all the background noise. It's just goes with the territory of living in a big city. So cops are flying by and there's a horn in the back. I live near a port and a major cruise liner just pulled in, so you may hear their siren or their horn. It's like a foghorn. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, bottom of the deck, Nine of Water, Laziness card. Just want to caveat, I hate the fact that this card is called the Laziness card. It irks me, but I love the meaning of it, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this gentleman here. Virgo, you all have been doing a lot of work in all aspects of your life. This could be in career. This can be in your relationships with family, with friends, your romantic partners. What's being depicted here is a man who is literally lounging, sipping on a pina colada, shades on, completely relaxed. And that's fine because you need this. I see this more as a pause. So it's a pause in your journey because there's more to follow. In the background, the tiles have faded because they haven't yet been crystallized. And there is a vast sky. Let me show it up right. There's a vast sky that is depicting expansiveness. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny little bird off in the distance. Let's see if the lens will focus. But anyway, so what that means is there's more for you out there. This is not your final destination. It is literally a resting place for you to catch your breath, enjoy the view, enjoy where you've come from. Because many of you have done a lot of hard work where you have up-leveled yourself and it's noticeable. So this is sort of like, let me just pause, catch my breath, appreciate what I've been through, appreciate what I've done, regroup because there's more upward mobility, more upward movement. That's not the end for you. Okay? So, yes. Yes to that. More upward mobility. Consciousness came out front and center. So, Virgos, many of you tend to be very analytical in nature, very methodical, very rational in your way of thinking. And that's fantastic because many of you are fantastic engineers, mathematicians, analysts, data scientists. You do great with detail. This card may be a little bit of a challenge for you because it's asking you to tap into your consciousness. And this is not about analytic thought. It's about spiritual connection, trusting what's in your heart, opening that third eye to receive the spiritual downloads for you to see beyond the ordinary, to see beyond the black and white, to see beyond the literal, okay? In order for you all to navigate through this new cycle, you're being called to expand your mind, to expand your spirituality, and to trust your intuition. Trust what feels right to you. It may not make sense here logically, but it may resonate here in your heart. And if you're following your heart, you're following your intuition, and you're allowed to see things from a new perspective, a different perspective. Yeah, it'll be in your best interest. Because up next is you have the Aloneness card. This is the 9 card. Like I said, this is the Hermit card in the tarot deck. This is the Virgo card. This is you all. You all are showing up in your reading, which is huge. Okay, this cannot be discounted. But what's going on here in this image is a man walking on his journey in the total darkness. As you'll notice, he's not carrying a lantern. He's not carrying a torch. There's no light source external. The light that's being shown here is coming from within. He is the light. He is being divinely guided through the darkness on this trail, on this path. You are on your path, Virgos. Trust where it's leading you. It may not be very clear, but you are being asked to tap into your intuition and your inner knowing. Some of you may be hermiting a little bit or a lot. I mean, this is your nature, is to go within. You're most comfortable in solitude. Many of you need solitude in order to recharge, in order to deal with the external pressures of the world. This is where you gain your clarification. This is where you re-energize yourselves in order to show up in the world as you need to show up. Okay, but trust your inner intuition, trust your instincts. You're being divinely guided here on this path of darkness. Because you're ready. You're ready for what is at the end of that path. You're ready for what's at the end of that darkness. You are ripe. This is the 9 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 9 of Rainbows, which could be regarded as the 9 of Pentacles in the regular tarot. You are ready to give. You are ready to share. You are ready to love. And you're ready to receive it all. This is beautiful energy. So, again, trust your intuition because it's leading you correctly. This is a period of rebirth. Literally rebirth. It's a 10 card, so this is completions. Also, 10 reduces to a 1, so endings and beginnings. You have done a lot of work on yourselves, and you're up-leveling who you are, what you want out of life, where you're going. And this next cycle is, going to help you up-level even more. So trust it. Because remember, you're not done, right? You're not done. This is just a resting point to admire the work that you have completed thus far. But you've got more to follow, more to go, and it's exciting. So embrace it, Virgos. Really embrace it and don't resist. That came out in your theme, right? Came out in your theme, the resistance card. Yeah, don't do that. You're going to block something beautiful from entering your life. And don't fear it. Many of you are in self-protect mode right now, which is natural. It's natural. But just don't go so far deep that you cage yourself in and generate fear that doesn't need to be there, because it's just going to block things. But keep it simple. The ordinariness card came up, and this is crowning your reading. This is the 8 of rainbows. Rainbows in this deck are pentacles, so it's earth energy. So in this card, it's saying to keep it simple. Because it's reversed, I think some of you may be overcomplicating a situation, or maybe overanalyzing something. But really, what this card really means is take it day by day and go step by step. There's no need to be clever or witty in your ideas or thoughts. It is literally keep it simple, because that's what's going to help you transition through the remainder of this cycle. You know, I get this, like, the energy right now is very calming. There's nothing chaotic. There's nothing transitional about it. I feel like it's happened. So now it's like, how do you deal? The way you deal with it is keeping it simple and trusting your instincts. Okay? Trusting your intuition. So with that, Virgos, let us pull some clarifying cards with the Untamed Oracle deck. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I really enjoy this particular Oracle deck because it has an unconventional way of expressing certain messages that can be impactful, and it has a certain charm and character associated with it. First up is the unknown. Don't fear the unknown. You are in the dark right now for a reason. So since we're getting the unknown right off the bat, and you have the aloneness card, which talks about a dark period, but trusting your intuition, I'm seeing this as the beginning of something new. So I don't think you're in your new cycle yet. You're going into it. And the way I read this card, I see a spiral going within. So you're being guided into the darkness. And this is forward movement, okay? You are making progress. It's just things right now are still a mystery to you because they haven't formed yet. So you're waiting for more information to come forward. Because you're being asked to uplevel your consciousness, and you're being asked to follow your intuition with the Hermit card. Okay? So interesting, right off the bat. You are having an oh fuck moment, okay? With all the chaotic energy, dark energy. You're feeling rattled. You're feeling off balance, out of sorts, freaked the fuck out, right? But don't worry. It's supposed to happen in order for you all to bloom. Bloom into who you are. And this is about your authentic power, your authentic self. This is all about up-leveling. And you can't up-level from a place of fear. And you can't up-level from a place of resistance or self-protection. You're being asked to be bold and to let down those barriers and your guard. Yeah, this will be in your highest interest because you're being asked to bloom. This is about your truth. This is about your authenticity. This is about your vision for yourself. This is about you stepping into the life that you want and declaring the life that you want. So be bold, Virgos. Don't be afraid. This is your time right now. But with this oh fuck card, it's reversed. So all this is internalized. It's self-created. So when you're able to look at this, try and identify the source of where this anxiety is coming from. It's self-generated, okay? It's not real. So if you can get control of your anxiety and wrangle in your emotions and get everything in line, you'll be fine. This is all about cycles, okay? And you're starting a new cycle. It came up upright. So you have the unknown, where you're entering the darkness, but newness is upon you. Okay? emotions. Tap into your psychic intuition. For me, I see this as the ultimate Pisces card. And the ultimate Pisces card to me is all about intuition and psychic abilities, which goes hand in hand with your card, Virgo. Trusting your inner light, trusting your intuition to guide you through the dark. Okay? Trust yourselves. Trust your emotions. Also, this is a nice reminder to keep your emotions in check. Don't let them get away from you, because when they do, they create this unnecessarily. There's no need for this oh fuck moment at all. Again, that I am seeing that as self-generated, self-created. It's not a thing. It won't be a thing if you're able to control your emotions, okay? Bottom of the deck. I love it. Becoming. This is beautiful for you, Virgos. You are blooming. You are becoming who you are meant to be. You are stepping out of the shadows, stepping out of conventional thought, and just really allowing yourself to be seen. Yeah, that's what this cycle is doing for you. Also this realization of self with your theme. Beautiful, Virgo. Oh my God. I love it. Okay? This is beautiful. And I'm so excited for all of you because new things are on the horizon for you. It's just mastering your emotions. And I think when you get that under control, no problem, easy day. It'll be easy day for Virgos. So what I'm going to pull for you is 3 cards from the Shamanic Oracle deck. Those of you who are new to my videos, I like to pull from this deck because of the type of guidance and advice that is coming in. Oftentimes, it's a new way of looking at the situation, or it adds an extra layer of wisdom and guidance to what has already come out for you. Okay? So, here we go. First out, we have the Time Master. And a little bit about the Time Master is it's talking about that time is not linear. Here in the 3D, in our regular world, it is linear. But in the 5D, time is irrelevant. Time is cyclical, sometimes fractal. So if you're trying to attach a timeline to what's going on, you have lightning. Let me show the Time Master, okay? But if you're trying to attach a timeline to this cycle, in the 5D, it won't make sense. Completion. What I've been saying, you're ending cycles and beginning cycles. This is completion. Yeah. It is done. Bottom of the deck is the Corn. Okay. So, Virgos, let's get started. What I like to do is read from the book, particularly because the Shamanic Oracle cards have a lot of symbolism associated with the imagery. And then I want to make sure that you're receiving the message that you need to receive most accurately. Because this is the good stuff. Okay, so we were talking about the Time Master, and I had gone into the discussion that time is irrelevant in the 5D. It's non-linear. And it's difficult for us to attach timelines to things that are happening in the 5D, which is what's happening right now, which is why you're in the unknown, which is why you're being called to illuminate your path in the dark. Okay, time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. So, all of your cards came in as invitations, which is cool. I personally like the reversals because I feel like the reverse messages, the medicine is, I don't know, there's just something about the medicine, but the invitations are just as good too. So, okay, Time Master. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclical quality of time? Okay. Cycles. That's what we've been talking about. We are entering a new cycle. Yeah. You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the true test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power, so let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the Time Master. Anything is possible now, Virgos, okay? So that's beautiful. I like that for you all. Lightning. This is pretty exciting. The lightning bolts. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche. But there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. So here's the message for you all. The forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision.